there, deep right center field. Back goes Moncrief, still going, still going, still going. That ball's off the wall and bouncing away. Javier might round the bases. Hayward has scored. Baez rounding third. He's trying for an inside the Parker. The throw to the plate. He slides. He's safe. Inside the park, home run, Javier.
Baseball on MLB Network from our nation's capital. Welcome inside Nationals Park. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Atlanta Braves and the Washington Nationals. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Number 1 will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Boy, talk about a guy that's hard to score off of. Last 3 starts in an ERA of under 1. So if you think you're going to score a lot of runs off this guy, you better get him early, because once he settles in, he's awfully tough. And Matty B, this is one of the top pitchers in the sport right now.
Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Roll, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
First pitch on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's a strike. And a fastball flew it right by him. There are 2 down. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Hard ground ball to third. Scooped up on the second for the force out, and the side is retired. At the plate, Ramon Cedeno is looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Bouncer to the left side. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. You guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people. Pitch.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. At the plate, Raul Mondesi. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd. Bouncer up the middle. To his left, Griffin. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Standing in, Felix Rodriguez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers compete at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, Dero, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 90.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Braves. Coming to the plate now, number 1. And he's ready to take his first cuts. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Bottom of inning number 3, nothing our score. Hit on the ground out to short. Mondesi brings it in. Throw gets him, 2 down. Now to the plate, Magnera Sierra. As we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. To first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Digging in, Boyd Escalona. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. On the ground to third. To his left, Medeiros. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they're coming to the plate now, Ramon Cedeno. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. Liner toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Row, is you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
On to first, and they turn the double play. Ready now, Alex Verdugo. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And the pitch. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You can just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Stepping in, number 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air to center field. Verdugo waits on it. 1 out. And that brings in the speedy Raul Mondesi Jr. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these 2 guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
Yeah, Matty, executing the game plan to a T. Both guys with big power arms, establishing the fastball, and then using their off-speed to get these guys and keep them honest.
You know what, Dero, in the day and age where we're seeing a lot of high-scoring games, it's kind of refreshing to see 2 pitchers on point like they are in this one. Run's going to be at a premium. Both these guys look super locked in.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
In now, Marcos Macias. Looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. Fouled away. Count remains at 0-2. the ball hit in the air. Aiken sprinting after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Standing in, number 1. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
Digging in, David Molina, and their runners in the corners now. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Hit to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 2. Stepping into the box, Magnera Sierra. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
So stepping in, Michael Casto, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. Strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the flag. Beautiful pitch. Even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Popped him up. Beltre is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Stepping up now, Ramon Cedeno. He singled his last time up. Swinging a ground ball to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Here comes the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on Denny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1. In now, number 1. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the match. It's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
There's 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Popped up. Casto over to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready once again, Fernando Medeiros. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Throw over to the bag. Dive, but he's back in there. Rounded back up the middle. He's got it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Nats leave a pair, but they're in front 4-0. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and a strike to count. A windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Mariano Lopez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Robles is on his horse. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Into the box, Marcos Macias. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answers to their great pitching so far in this one.
Final strike for the Braves. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Popped him up. Griffin is under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
4-0 the score tonight. The Washington Nationals took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Number 1 notches his 3rd win of the year as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. So that will put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody. One of the best ballparks you'll find in the sport, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Washington Nationals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one. It's one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Coming to the plate now, Damon Rodick. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes Robles. He can't get to it. This one's down. Throw into second. Throw won't get him. Now at the plate, Justin Downs. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing.
And that's through for a hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. Oh, Heater gets turned around.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there, 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... Settling in now, Francesco as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Hero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
He's looking a lot sharper and settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Standing in now, Floyd Sims. And the first pitch is chopped at the plate at strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ruiz has got it, and the side is retired. Stepping up to the plate, number 1. He'll get his first shot with the bat here. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Digging in for his second at-bat, Damon Rodick. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. No balls and 1 strike. Popped him up. Beltre in foul ground. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Digging in to try it again, Justin Dahms. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Molina is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Robert Leon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Popped him up. And this will land foul. Now the 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Ready to take his hacks again, David Pereira, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Oh, this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back to center fielder. Into the bushes and gone.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Big first trip. Slow roller back to the mound. Tolbert scoops it up, throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Carlos Trejo. 1 run in and 1 gone so far in this inning. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. He's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Francesco Trejo is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Molina. And that retires the side. Into the box now, number 1 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming, here it is. Lifted in the air to center field. Leon moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in the switch hitter, Matthew Santo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. It looks like he's toying with it here. It's 0-2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
The 0-2 once more. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Oh, fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that...
That's what with you, Jada? What?
Am I upstairs?
No.
Do I have weed?
I don't know.
No. What did I tell you last night?
Oh, you don't have none, my bad.
No matter what I tell you, because you don't listen. You hear me cough and start coming flying your ass. What do you not understand about I have a fucking cold?
Wasn't the case there. That was a very
How fucking insensitive is it that I've been running around with the sniffles and a fucking cold for a week, and your motherfucking ass ain't concerned about how I'm motherfucking feeling until you need a cough drop. You just hear coughing and worried about smoking. Don't tell me what you could go do after I cussed you out, because that wasn't your first concern. Your first concern was what you could put in your Ricky Peace pipe to smoke. Shut the fuck up talking to me. It wasn't good morning, how you doing, nothing. Jada, you smoking? That's not your fucking concern. How about that?
Are you okay?
Just fuck what you're talking about. I'm very clear on that.
Okay.
Don't do it because I said to do it because it just occurred to you. No. Now leave me alone.
Fouled off.
The fuck? Shut the fuck up.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he will run this one down. Good read off the bat for the second out. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Damon Rodick. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. Back. Digging in once again, Justin Downs. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, man. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game, it's worked out beautifully.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out, throw that shutdown inning up, and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
David Ferrero will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this is his second
How about I'm
home
gonna
run of
smoke
the
with you,
game.
I'm gonna smoke with you. You don't have to come ask me.
So far
I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. If I come in here and say, hey, or I tell somebody to send you the blunt, then that's what it is. But if I don't, then I don't. I don't need you to come ask me. How about that?
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Ruiz. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retiring. Nothing. And now for Washington, number 1, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And the pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Ruiz at second. Belanger on at first with nobody out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Looking for the K, here's the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Trejo is there to put it away for route number 1. Leading off the inning, Andrew Richmond, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Got him to go down swinging there. Andrew Richmond is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Aiken is underneath this one. 2 gone. Digging in now, Francesco Trejo. He flew out in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Fouled away. Grounded weakly to the right side. Holder in the hole. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Jeffrey Hill is into the ball.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Washington rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Number 1 earns win number 4 on the season. Willie Manuel records the save, his 8th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew. MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air tonight. Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. The Nats are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Coleman Riggs, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in.
1 out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab his bench.
Into the box now, Kevin Lane. He'll take a look at the strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Weak chopper up the line. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Belted high in the air out to left. Molina going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. This is lifted out to left. Molina is after it. 1 out.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Bases are empty, 1 man. And a fastball blew it right by him. They're 2 down.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck getting that one.
In now, Chase Guerra. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Guerra is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Now batting, number 1, 9-1-2 due up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A solo shot here to left. His first home run of the season as the Nats move out in front now, 3-0.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely...
So coming to the plate, Alex Verdugo, and the confidence might be wavering at the moment. The last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. Now at the plate, Luis Perez. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Now another 0-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Tolbert ranging into the outfield, and he makes the catch for the second out. So here now is the pitcher, Coleman Riggs. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Heading out towards shallow right. Aiken is there, and that's the third out. Stepping in for the Braves, Mariano Lopez comes into this at-bat 0-for-1 in the ballgame. 0-1 the count. sliced hard on the ground. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Now at the plate, Ramon Cedeno. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a bad ball in this situation, but I think, being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
I understand. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Especially when the night before you sat there and watched me and you both pick the one hitter because there wasn't none. I haven't been to work. I don't have money. I do what I can. I don't want to hear you yelling about it. Fucking sandwich, damn it.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike three.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
Stepping in now, Kevin Lane, as he rips it on the ground to second. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first, saves an error as it is. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Number one, he went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Here comes the first pitch. Soft liner to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go David Molina. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Fly ball out toward right field. Escalona has it in his tracks, and that's the second out of the inning. Ready for another shot now, Fernando Medeiros. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and two gone here in the fifth. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity. Prepare, but they lead it 3-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Boyd Escalona. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments. It's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Medeiros will wait on it, and that's out number 2. Ready for another chance? Chase Guerra. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. No balls and 1 strike. The wind up and the 0-1. Way out in front.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 15 straight he's with. Into the box now, Alex Verdugo trying to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game. Jeez, finally! That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you!
Throw to first is in time for the first out. First offering on its way. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. Fouled off. Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses, and a lot of strikeouts, and no walks either.
Magnera Sierra will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Down in order. Stepping into the box, number 1. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Alcantara, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Nationals gone. Leading off the inning, Mariano Lopez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together. They haven't been able to do that so far, so hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
And he strikes him out here, so that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the second deck and gone.
Yeah, he was having 0 luck early in the game, striking out twice in 2 at-bats, but it only takes 1 swing to get back in a groove. That was definitely it.
0-1 the count. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. That was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Again, he sends it out of play. And he struck him out. So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, Boyd Escalona on a ball, no strikes to count. Line to the right side. Aiken is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. The next at bat for Atlanta, Michael Casto. He leads off there half of the 8th, and has been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one. I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And that one just missed outside. As this ball's hit on the ground. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Chopped weakly to the left. Medeiros comes up with it. And 8 innings have come and gone. Willie Manuel enters the game.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. If you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way, you do everything the same because you don't want to do anything to jeopardize this streak.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Washington Nationals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Number 1 earns his 5th winner of the year, allowing only a single hit across 8 full innings. Willie Manuel earns the save out of the bullpen, his 12th of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
He looks absolutely locked in, boy. I'm finna go eat. I'll be back to this, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna go eat some sandwich.